Your person has always been someone who is comfortable keeping relationships at a surface level. They've built walls around their emotions, preferring to avoid the vulnerability that comes with allowing anyone to get too close. For them, it's been easier to maintain connections that don't require deep emotional investment or risk. But when they met you, everything began to change. You brought a fire into their world, something they hadn't experienced before. Unlike others, you didn't settle for shallow interactions. Instead, you connected with them on a profound, soul-deep level. This kind of connection was entirely outside their comfort zone, and yet, it was impossible for them to ignore. It shook the foundation of their carefully constructed emotional barriers. What makes you so captivating to them is not just your connection but also your uniqueness. You have a mysterious and magnetic energy that they can't quite define. To them, you are unlike anyone they have ever encountered. Your personality is strikingly different from the people they've known or been involved with in the past. There's a depth to you, an authenticity that stands out, making you both intriguing and irresistible. When they first saw you, they had no clue that you would have such a profound impact on their life. Falling for you wasn't something they anticipated, and yet here they are, captivated by your essence. Your energy is something they are drawn to in a way that feels almost fated. No matter how much the two of you might try to distance yourselves from one another or run away from the intensity of the connection, you always seem to find your way back to each other. It's as if some unseen force keeps pulling you together, defying the odds and overcoming the barriers you might both put up. This repeated reconnection only reinforces the significance of your bond, making it clear that what you share is far from ordinary. At the same time, this connection isn't without its challenges. The stagnancy that sometimes arises between you can feel exhausting, especially when it feels like progress is slow or uncertain. You may find yourself questioning the path forward, wondering if the connection is worth the emotional toll it takes. But even in these moments of doubt, your person hasn't given up. They may not always express their feelings directly, but they are constantly thinking about you and finding ways to keep the connection alive. They might send subtle signs, hoping you'll recognize that you are on their mind. Whether it's through a song, a phrase, or a memory they invoke, they want you to know that their feelings for you haven't faded. For your person, the journey with you has been transformative. You've pushed them out of their comfort zone in ways they never thought possible. By connecting with them at such a deep level, you've shown them that there is more to relationships than they previously allowed themselves to experience. While this might be scary for them, it's also exhilarating. You've opened their eyes to the possibilities of love and connection that go beyond the superficial, and that is a gift they can't ignore. This journey is not linear, and it's not without its difficulties. There may be moments when fear and uncertainty creep in, causing one or both of you to retreat. But the bond you share is resilient. Time and time again, you find yourselves coming back to each other, proving that there is something extraordinary between you. While the road ahead might not always be clear, the magnetic pull between you ensures that your story is far from over. Your person sees you as someone who challenges them, inspires them, and makes them feel alive in ways they never imagined. They find you incredibly attractive not just because of your physical presence but because of the way you make them feel seen, understood, and connected. You are a mystery to them, a puzzle they can't help but want to solve. This intrigue only deepens their feelings, making them even more drawn to you. Though the connection might leave you both feeling vulnerable at times, it's also a source of growth and transformation. What you have together is rare and precious, and even if the journey is difficult, it's one that holds the potential for something truly meaningful. Your person may not always show their emotions openly, but their actions and the subtle ways they reach out to you are proof of how much they care. Deep down, they know that this connection is unlike anything they've ever experienced, and they are willing to navigate the uncertainties because they see something truly special in you. This connection is about more than just romance, it's about growth, understanding, and a deep-seated bond that brings two souls together in a way that defies logic. You've changed their world, and no matter how much they might resist or retreat at times, they can't deny the impact you've had on them. The journey may be challenging, but it's one that has the potential to transform both of you in profound and beautiful ways. I hide my tears from you because I don't want you to see how deeply in touch I am with my emotions when it comes to you. Vulnerability scares me. It's a part of myself I've always struggled with, and it has brought me so much pain in the past. I've been hurt before, and the wounds from those experiences still feel fresh, making it hard for me to lower my guard. Being vulnerable feels like exposing a fragile part of my soul, one that could shatter with the slightest misstep. This fear of being hurt again keeps me from fully opening up to you, even though every fiber of my being longs to do so. I believe that before we take any significant step forward, we both need to be fully prepared and ready for this connection. I don't take relationships lightly, and I certainly don't view love as something temporary. When I give my heart, it's a wholehearted commitment. I won't back off, no matter the challenges or obstacles we face. This is why it's so important to me that we're on the same page, emotionally and mentally, before making such a commitment. I know that once I decide to walk this path with you, I'll give it my all, and I'll never look back. I want us both to be strong, united, and ready for whatever life throws at us. Even though we are physically separated at the moment, I often find myself reminiscing about the time we spent together. Those memories bring me a mix of joy and sorrow, joy because they remind me of the beautiful connection we share, and sorrow because I feel your absence so deeply. You're constantly in my thoughts, and no matter how hard I try to distract myself, I can't escape the longing to be near you. The idea of letting you go, even for a lifetime, feels unimaginable. It's as though you've become an inseparable part of me, and the thought of losing you is unbearable. I regret walking away from what was the most beautiful experience of my life. At the time, I may have thought it was the right thing to do, but now, every day without you feels like a mistake. I truly miss you, more than words can express. There's an ache in my chest that doesn't go away, a constant reminder of the love I've tried to suppress. If I could go back and change things, I would, but for now, all I can do is hold on to the hope that we can rebuild what we had and create something even stronger. Honestly, I hate not being able to communicate with you. Every moment of silence between us feels heavier than the last. Deep inside, I'm incredibly sensitive, but I've gotten so used to hiding it behind a facade. I pretend that nothing affects me, that I'm strong and indifferent, but the truth is, your absence is like torture. It's a pain that lingers, a quiet but relentless reminder of how much you mean to me. I don't want you to think that I'm detached or unfeeling, because that couldn't be further from the truth. I care about you more than I can put into words. What makes it even harder is knowing how much I want to show you that I'm equally invested in this connection. I want to prove to you that my feelings are genuine, that my heart is yours. But the fear of getting hurt again holds me back. The thought of you walking away, of losing the love we've shared, is something I don't think I could survive. That fear is paralyzing, and it keeps me from being as open and vulnerable as I want to be. It's a constant battle between my love for you and my fear of heartbreak, and some days, it feels like I'm barely holding on. You've brought so much light into my life, and being apart from you has made me realize just how much I need that light. I wish I could tell you all of this, but words never seem enough to capture the depth of what I feel. I'm afraid that if I show you the real me, the one who's scared and vulnerable, you might not understand. But I also know that love requires risk. It requires the courage to trust and to let someone in completely. So here I am, trying to find that courage. I don't know what the future holds, but I do know that I want it to include you. I'm working through my fears and my doubts, trying to become the person you deserve. And as hard as it is, I hold on to the hope that you'll see past my walls and recognize the love I have for you, a love that's unwavering, even in the face of uncertainty. Because no matter how scared I am, no matter how vulnerable I feel, one thing remains clear: you are worth it. You are both on individual journeys right now, each focusing on personal growth and self-discovery. This period of separation may feel painful and even confusing at times, but it is not the end of your connection. Rather, it is an essential chapter in your shared story. This time apart is designed to help you both evolve into stronger, wiser, and more balanced versions of yourselves so that when you do come together again, your union will be more powerful and transformative than ever before. The love you share is not ordinary. It has a unique purpose that extends far beyond just the two of you. Together, you are meant to teach the world what unconditional love truly is and how it feels to embody it in its purest form. Your connection goes deeper than what the eyes can see or what words can describe. It is divinely guided and exists for a purpose far greater than either of you may fully understand at this moment. While the pain of separation may weigh heavily on your heart, it is important to recognize that this distance is not a sign of failure or an ending. Instead, it is a sacred opportunity for growth. The love you have for each other is unshakable, and this journey you are on is preparing you for something extraordinary. When the time comes for you to reunite, the strength and depth of your bond will not only uplift each other but also inspire those around you. The world will come to see and admire your connection as a powerful testament to what unconditional love can achieve. Right now, your partner is also going through a transformative process, just as you are. They are working through layers of ego and illusion, uncovering the truest and most vulnerable parts of themselves. What remains in the absence of ego is a heart that is filled with an overwhelming love for you. Even if they cannot fully articulate it yet, they are deeply aware of the profound bond you share. This journey has changed them in ways they may not yet be able to express, but it has brought them closer to understanding themselves and, by extension, you. They are learning valuable lessons that will make them a better partner, a stronger individual, and a more compassionate soul. Despite the distance, your partner wants you to know that they have not forgotten you, nor have they given up on this connection. They ask for your patience and understanding as they navigate their way back to you. They need time to heal, grow, and align with the version of themselves that matches the immense love they feel for you. Your role in this journey is equally significant. By continuing to work on yourself and staying true to your own growth, you are helping to create the foundation for the beautiful reunion that awaits you both. You are the key to their heart, and nothing else in this world can replace what you mean to them. This separation, while difficult, is not a punishment but a preparation. It is helping you both learn what it means to love without conditions, to trust without doubt, and to believe in a connection that transcends time and space. Your union is not just about finding happiness together, it is about being a living example of what love can achieve when it is pure, selfless, and enduring. The work you are doing on yourselves right now is not only for your benefit but also for the greater good of those who will be touched by your story. In time, the transformation that both of you are undergoing will become clear. Your partner, though perhaps unable to put it into words right now, is changing in ways that reflect the depth of their love for you. They are letting go of old patterns, fears, and insecurities to make space for the immense love they have always held for you. This journey is bringing them closer to their true self, a self that is ready to embrace you fully and without hesitation. As you continue on your individual paths, remember that you are never truly apart. The bond you share exists on a soul level and cannot be broken by physical distance or temporary challenges. Trust that the universe is guiding you both toward a reunion that will be everything you have dreamed of and more. Until that time comes, hold on to the love that connects you, and trust in the process. The key to this journey is patience, faith, and the understanding that you are both being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. When you finally come together again, your connection will serve as a beacon of hope and love for others. It will show the world that true love is not about perfection but about growth, resilience, and the willingness to embrace one another as you are. So, take heart in knowing that this separation is not the end. It is simply the beginning of a new chapter, one that will lead to a love that is stronger, deeper, and more unbreakable than ever before. Your partner is on their way back to you, and when they arrive, they will bring with them a heart full of love that only you can unlock. Together, you will create something truly extraordinary.